Beyonce's back on tour! Guys, I'm so excited. Please stop. I'm so sorry.
Look, the first two votes have got to be read together. The first one, we said, okay, nobody should be deported from the country without due process. They refused.
Where's due process found?
Due process is found in the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
Constitution, y'all.
And what does due process mean? It means, like, before they deprive you of your life, your liberty, or your property, you get to hear what the charges are against you. You get to put on your evidence, as Jasmine Crockett has done as a lawyer and as a member of Congress. There's got to be some structure to it, so it's fair, right?
Yeah.
There's got to be a neutral fact finder, right? Who decides? All right, that's all we're saying.
And hopefully prevents these mistakes.
So before you get sent out of the country, there's got to be due process. There's got to be a fair hearing, right? And our colleagues refused to vote for that, despite the fact that the Supreme Court just said in a 9-0 decision that there's got to be. And that includes everybody on that Supreme Court. That's pretty incredible that all 9 of them would actually say, yeah, we agree. There's got to be due process.
And the last time I checked, the Constitution, that's supposed to be the highest law that we have in the land.
Supreme law of the land.
What I thought.
Not dumb
it's constitutional. Professor,
So the first one says, okay, we said you can't deport people without due process. The Republicans said no. The second one, Ms. Jaibal's amendment, she said, well, you can't deport or detain U.S. citizens if you're ICE. Right? That's not your job. I thought that was a slam dunk. Okay, they're not going to vote again. They voted against that. They voted it down. You put those two together, and they seem to be indifferent if ICE is actually detaining and deporting U.S. citizens. And guess what? That's not hypothetical. That happened last week.
Well, again, I am no expert nor educated in the years working as a hoe. I know when danger is upon us. And honey, you better collect your dollars and get the fuck off the dance floor, because there's trouble roaming. But I mean, if you don't believe me...
So this is the author of the amendment, and we all thought it was common sense, but as we are learning, common sense ain't so common.
Yeah. No, look, here's the thing. This amendment was not introduced because it's theoretical. It is actually happening that U.S. citizens are being deported. Not just one, not just two, multiple U.S. citizens are being detained and deported by ICE. Now, here's the thing. I introduced into the record the document, the policy document, the law that ICE cannot detain and deport U.S. citizens. That's actually the law. So